Okay, let's just talk for a minute or two about the possibilities and what kind of goals that you should be setting yourself as a new seller on Amazon. We can get very good profit margins on Amazon, and they can be as high as 65%, even higher than that. But typically, we're looking at profit margins of around about 30 to 50%. As a brand new seller with your first product, it may be a little lower to begin with. You'll understand that as you progress through the course, but that's okay and that's normal because these profit margins increase as time goes on. Now, if you have seen anything out there on the internet about getting 200% profit, I want you to forget about that. Usually when you see things like that, people are talking about the gross profit, so they're not even including the cost of actually buying the unit of stock in the first place or the Amazon referral fees, because Amazon, they take a part of our profit. So when we make a sale, they're going to take something out of that because we're using their platform, and obviously we're not using it for free. So it's actually more about volume. It's about selling multiple units per day. And in fact, just one product can make you an excellent income. And these are daily sales for one product. These are sales figures, not profit figures. But even so, this is more than a full-time living just from one product. And a big part of being able to do this is to have a high converting listing. And of course, that's exactly what you're going to be learning about, part of what you're going to be learning here. My listings convert at over 25%. So around 1 in 4 people that come to my listings, my product listings, make a purchase. And the average is about 10 to 15%. So I'm achieving well above the average with my listings, and that's what you're going to be able to do as well. Let's look at goal setting for a moment. Now, because Amazon has 300 million registered customers, and that's growing all the time, we can really set our goals as high as we like. However, your first goals should be initially completing the course. That should be your first goal. And your second goal should be your first sale. And your third goal, that could perhaps be something like $50 in revenue one day. That's not profit, but $50 in sales in one day. And the reason that I think setting these small goals in increments works a lot better, because it feels much more realistic and achievable, and it is more realistic and achievable. The bigger goals will happen on their own if you are hitting the smaller goals in increments. It's a lot more motivating if you're setting yourself smaller goals that you can achieve much more quickly than if you're setting yourself goals for somewhere way in the future of, say, $500 a day or $1,000 a day in profit. There's nothing wrong with having a vision of where you want to be, of course, but if you focus on that all the time instead of focusing on the smaller goals that you can, things that you can do right now and things you can achieve right away, then it can actually have a negative effect. That's just my opinion. Now, you may have a different opinion, that's fine, but that's the way that I look at it. I also find it helps to focus on the days. So focus on what you can do each day and making sure that each day is as productive as it possibly can be in the time that you have available to spend on your Amazon business. If that's only 40 minutes a day, make sure that 40 minutes is as productive as it can be. You're not distracted and you're not losing focus. And just by focusing on the days, the weeks and the months are going to take care of themselves. Now, again, this is the way I find it works best for me. I'm just giving you some advice based on my own personal experience and my own beliefs and my own opinions of setting goals. All right, I'll see you in the next lecture.